things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Washington's offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the give off the left side. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at him.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Boom. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marks. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Velasquez. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. throws for the tight end. And the timing just a hair off. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They go to the wide receiver screen. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Green. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback keeper makes his man miss. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Still on his feet. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Oh, they're after it. Finds his man. It's Harris. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. To the ground with the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Huskies will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, Wow, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Off play action. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, man. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
He'll take it himself. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got a chance. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. The give to the back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort, getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. Washington sends out the punt team. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Find some fresh air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punched. 4 times, and it's third down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
That's a great sign for this offense, man. Everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they can't make the connection.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Gonna look downfield again. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Back to pass on second down. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
There's just so much.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Washington wants to go quickly. Gonna sling it on second down. Release to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Carr. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to go up top on first down.
punched the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to pull to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Picked off. What a way to set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The kick is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pulls and fires complete. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback's got the first. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Turning it on! He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Quarterback empties his backfield. Calls his own number. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by a field goal over NC State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Finds a spot in the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Off the play fake. Scrambling away. He'll try to do it himself. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Hill. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. The throw. It's complete to the right. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Your offense, your top talking to each other the whole time. Look at the score. Understand the situation. We got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We got a chance to put this ball game away. We have to hold on to the football. 2 hands. Make sure I go to the ground with that thing in my possession. It's a big mistake that could cost them big.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you've got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football.
Intercepted just what the defense is back to order. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Marks. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage...
There he goes! Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Washington, 16.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the 1st down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive going to the air. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Give to the running back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get...
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. It's Leach. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. And this is a big key for us to win this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Green. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and time for their offense.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Still running at the 35. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Now the play fake. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally get it to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Huskies are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Stands in and takes the hit. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. The short hands, it's Marks. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 13. They send the tight end in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on third and short. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the punishment has been extended. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
One more play to pad the stats. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game.